on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between. But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life. I'm a restorer. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I've been traveling for months, working my it was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked. My passport. Not many blank pages left now. I picked up these sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off. I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman at your service. The tools of my trade. No hope of restoring things without these. Who doesn't love a scrunchie? Practical and stylish. My parents took this after I made my first repair. This was a lifetime. I'll hand these out once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work. Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal. Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work. My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world beyond the four walls of our antique store that I had to be a part of.
这次的直播呢会留着，之后呢会用我自己的声音呢再录一个中文版的丢到频道上面。
I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires. My story in Bellariva began with a little girl and a voice she was longing to hear. It was my first morning in Bellariva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun. In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time. As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
The tape is broken and I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
我以为它会有一个大的螺丝孔，结果我这边只有
Aha!
电池
The batteries
的
look like they
孔。
need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
我以为是那个其他地方坏掉，比如说什么没有什么零件我们去维修的，结果竟然这么简单。转回去，然后放回来，这么转，这样不行。哦，
Why did you do that?
然后我请可以把它再展开，哎，可以耶！我把它拿出来吗？哎，也可以。我很好，我很好奇这件事，我试一下。啊，它放不回来。好吧，放不回来那就算了。我在想说试试看，如果我没有维修好会怎样。哦。
Dream a dream for me. If I sit by your side and hold you so tight, know that I will always love you. Even though we both know that we must say goodnight. Goodnight, my darling.
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mom.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill. Izzy's friends called for her. She dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo. I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but no, part of her life had been shattered. Part I wouldn't be able to fix. My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address, bathed in the evening light, looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles. The front door was opened by a harried-looking man from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father. So sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
My father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him. It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it? Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
这个游戏本来以为会蛮难的，我原来这么的直觉吗？所以说这么多碎片有点无从下手，但是就随便挑一块。
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
你看那个没有？我胶水试试看这图跟它不能粘。哦，因为它这一半有，所以说它还是会让我去涂到。然后如果就这样子呢？还是会让我粘。那如果粘不紧怎么办？
Is this glue really strong enough to hold
不
it?
是涂这样子，粘不紧它会碎，碰一下就碎掉了。
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it is. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Sorry, I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again.
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening. Maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too. My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries. I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria. Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a bit special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some seasoning tips, but it won't connect. Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
这个感觉比较有挑战性哦。
Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
Mm, 我都知道这里。1下、2下、3下、4下。
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
哦，螺丝。刚没注意到上面有个螺丝。你就把这个拆下来。哦，它确实也要拆。
These connections aren't quite right. I should check the wiring. Looks like this new circuit board is all hooked up.
它会自己调整长度。
Looks like somebody's
那
wires
就
are
没
connected
事了。
correctly.
我刚只是想先把这也一起拆下来，结果它真的要换。现在那一根线不见是怎样？把它的盖子，我少锁东西吗？好没有。哦，看它的螺丝，而且，
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
它螺丝拿起来会换位置，好酷哦！手两颗够了，对不对？
When I hand phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill anyway. And the rent and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone. As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's dying for a visit. Oh god, I have to get ready.
我收不到钱喽。
Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
我购买完版了，我们下次再见吧。 好吧，我们下次再见。今天开了半个小时，应该也差不多了。我们下次再见吧，拜拜。